of Syrup Clips. City of Syrup Clips. City of Syrup Clips. City of Syrup.
Okay, first question. Who is Michael Watts?
Michael Watts, man. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm the founder and the creator of the whole Swishahouse movement. I'm the one that broke careers for various artists such as Slim Thug, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, me and them.
What year was it that you just decided to go ahead and just drop that first Swishahouse and just name it then and just start that movement right there? What year was that?
I'm gonna say, really honestly, about 97. You know.
What inspired the birth of Swishahouse?
I gotta say the Swishahouse was inspired by DJ Screw. You know, back in the 90s when he was doing his slow down mixtapes, they were doing them for the South Side. All the North Side guys, we love slow down music, but there was nothing in the mixtapes that represented us in it. So I first started doing the mixes for the North Side guys that had talent that wanted to rap but loved slow down music. That's how I started doing it, and then I just evolved it into a more of a neutral commercial thing. When I first started, my partner was like, man, hey, I want you to do a screw mix for me. Do a screw mix for me. I'm like, man, nah, I'm not going to do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's that man's style. That's his stuff, right? They come on, beg me. So I finally say, fuck it. I'm going to do one. I did one, and it did pretty good. So, you know, hey, being a hustler, I just stuck with it.
It was young artists from their neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? Young artists from their side of town, from their blocks, representing, shouting out to them, you know. Of course, you're going to listen to it if you got your homeboys on the tape, especially when Slim Thug came around. Slim Thug just elevated and took it.
We was like the first dudes in Swishahouse, you know what I'm saying? Back in 98, we was on the first CDs, you know, the first 1 and 2 Swishahouse 98, the first ones, you know what I'm saying? Well, it wasn't no Swishahouse. We made up the name.
It kind of grew into become, he was the main competition for Screw. You used to hear a lot of disses on the Swishahouse tapes. Boys would talk trash about, different people in the screwed up clique, or they talk trash about Screw or about the South Side. You used to hear a lot of animosity for a long time.
The Swishahouse mixtapes never addressed like the jacket. Let me say that. That was never like, the Swishahouse was never an outlet for Northside cats to say, yeah, we robbed you cats and nothing like that. It was just more of a representation.
The Screwed Up Clique's verbal assault toward the Northside went unanswered until a group of Northside artists, calling themselves Swishahouse, began to fight back through their own slowed down mixtapes. Northside DJs Michael 5000 Watts and OG Ron C started Swishahouse in 1997. Reflecting a grounding in the streets, the name Swishahouse is derived from the Northside marijuana distribution houses that many called Swishahouses. In the late 1990s, Michael Watts and OG Ron C began producing screwed mixtapes in the vein of DJ Screw. These mixtapes featured slowed versions of hit songs, along with freestyles from their roster of Northside rap artists that then included Slim Thug, J-Dog, Lil Mario, and Archie Lee, among others. During a segment on the Northside/Southside beef from the popular Beef documentary series, Michael Watts notes that Swishahouse mixtapes were made for Northside audiences who enjoyed the screwed sounds but detested the verbal assaults aimed their way. A lot of people on the Northside did listen to screw tapes, but there were a couple of them where they were plexing against the Northside. Of course, if somebody's going to be dogging you, you're not going to listen to that shit. Swishahouse artists responded to the Screwed Up Clique's insults and threats by cultivating a distinctly Northside street identity. Whereas the Screwed Up Clique rapped about bald fade haircuts, Swishahouse artists rapped about braids and afros, two hairstyles popular among Northside young adults. Swishahouse rappers vociferously celebrated Northside neighborhoods like Acres Homes, Greenspoint, and Rosewood. While red slabs marked Southside identity, Swishahouse made blue slabs a marker of the Northside streets. The hostility between the Screwed Up Clique and Swishahouse intensified after DJ Screw died on November 16, 2000. Swishahouse's Michael Watts became the public face of screw music. As Paul Wall recalls, Southside against Northside was more like, it was like straight up gang violence, Bloods versus Crips. There were essentially two sectors of hip-hop production in Houston, one in the north and one in the south. Rarely did the two collaborate. This territorial conflict lasted into the new millennium, and the peace process involved interventions from multiple sectors. In 2000, a California company, Texan Wire Wheels, began reproducing and mass manufacturing both the 83 and 84 Swangas, which reduced their base retail price from $10,000 to around $3,000 for a set of 4. This decrease in price and exclusiveness made them less attractive to carjackers. Also in 2000, Houston area HBCU Prairie View A&M University attempted to intervene with the Stop the Set Tippin, a conference that featured Northside and Southside rappers peacefully discussing their differences in front of a crowd of students. Big Love represented the Northside at the event and felt that it was an important step in calming tensions. My Northside people got to see that all that flexing is over and we're moving on to something new, he says. In addition, Northside and Southside rappers began to collaborate with hopes that such partnerships would help unite the streets. In 2001, ESG and Slim Thug released Boss Hog Outlaws, an album that was very popular on both sides of town. City Unity, according to ESG, was the inspiration behind the album. We were just trying to bring the city back together. It was like, damn, niggas were always into some carjacking or something. So niggas was like, fuck it, let's find somebody from the north and do a collabo album of something. Relatedly, rap artists from both camps had begun moving away from producing mixtapes, which consisted of freestyles over other previously recorded material, to producing commercial releases of original music. They released albums through local independent labels such as Jam Down, Rec Shop, and Sucker Free, as well as Swishahouse, that were distributed through regional companies such as Southwest Wholesale or national distributors like Universal and Priority. In short, artists like Slim Thug, Lil Keke, ESG, and Paul Wall became fully professional rap artists with national fan bases. As such, they had little interest in local territorial conflicts. Artists appeared in numerous magazine articles, including a legendary April 2006 cover article in The Source, appropriately titled, "Don't Mess with Texas." Like Compton in 1989, the Houston hip-hop scene was in vogue, and it all started with a simple remix called Still Tippin' by Mike Jones, Paul Wall, and Slim Thug. The evolution of Still Tippin' parallels the evolution of Swishahouse as a record label. After numerous successful mixtapes, Swishahouse formed as a record label in 1999, included most of their original Northside rhymers on their roster. The new label's very first release was a compilation called The Day Hell Broke Loose, 1999. In 2003, through a partnership with Rap-A-Lot Records, the label released The Day After Hell Broke Loose, which contained a funky yet relatively mediocre song called Still Tippin', performed by Slim Thug, Chamillionaire, and new affiliate Mike Jones. Later in 2003, Swishahouse signed a national distribution deal with the southern hip-hop friendly Asylum Records, a recently reactivated division of Warner Brothers Records. To celebrate their new deal, which in some ways was a rebirth, Swishahouse released another sequel to The Day Hell Broke Loose, appropriately called The Day Hell Broke Loose 2. Like the original, the album featured Swishahouse's stable of Northside MCs, but reflecting squashed beefs. The album also featured appearances by Screwed Up Clique members Lil Keke and Lil Flip. The Day Hell Broke Loose 2 featured a remixed version of Still Tippin', this time featuring Chamillionaire's former rhyme partner, Paul Wall. Despite this original placement, the song began to garner major buzz when it was released in late 2004 as the first single from Mike Jones's debut album, Who Is Mike Jones, 2005. The success of Still Tippin' did not occur by happenstance, nor was it purely due to musical appeal. Rather, a perfect storm of hip-hop and pop cultural shifts laid the groundwork for Houston's mid-decade rise into the mainstream. Also notable was the appearance of MTV's Pimp My Ride in 2004, around the same time Still Tippin' was released as a commercial single. The show offered Middle America a look, albeit extreme, into the world of urban car modification. On Still Tippin', Slab acts as a symbolic packaging through which Slim Thug, Paul Wall, Mike Jones, and producer Salih Williams synthesize the various elements of local identity into a coherent and tangible commercial product. The title and hook, which frames the song, was taken from an old Slim Thug freestyle and slowed by DJ Michael Watts. Still Tippin', a faux foes wrapped in faux vogues, is a direct reference to Slab aesthetics, 484s which are wrapped in 4 Vogue tires. The Slab references do not end there. In the song's second verse, Mike Jones raps about lane switching with the paint dripping, and in an even more direct fashion, Slab shining with the grill and woman. Salih Williams' syrupy, infectious beat employs a slowed sample of the William Tell Overture to sonically represent the sluggishly psychedelic feeling that is said to occur when listening to Screw and/or consuming lean. Lean is explicitly referenced during Slim Thug, Bar Sippin', and Mike Jones's Syrup Sippin' verses. But while present, the Screw and lean are couched within references to Slab. As music journalist Sasha Frere Jones writes, Still Tippin' is an elegant primer on Houston hip-hop, 2005. Still Tippin' ultimately is a compiled and curated manifestation of Houston hip-hop identity dressed in Slab culture. The video for Still Tippin' helped reinforce the exoticness of the song. Directed by Houston-based Dr. Teeth, the music video harkens back to ESG's Swangin' and Bangin'. The 3 MCs, along with DJ Michael Watts, are joined by several hundred spectators in a setting that mimics a typical H-Town Slab gathering. Carefully placed slabs provide the backdrop for the rappers' performances. In addition, footage of a Slab processional is spliced in throughout the video. Still Tippin' took the hip-hop world by storm. The song reached number 26 on Billboard's Hot Hip Hop and R&B chart and peaked at number 26 on its Hot 100 pop chart. The video received constant rotation on MTV and BET. For the first time in years, national media began paying attention to hip-hop in Houston.